I kind of think that I won't be able to call this this is a beautiful place, but it's not been exactly a relaxing trip. It is really far north. It's 4 hours from our house to Montreal, and then it's 4 more hours beyond that, 200 miles to La Verendrye. So I arrived here later than I thought, got out on the water. The first 5 minutes were pretty exciting. Just as soon as I pushed off, it started raining. Then the wind started coming up, and within 5 minutes I was in whitecaps, and I wasn't making any progress, and I needed to go dead into the wind. So I turned and headed back towards the beach. Before I got there, though, the wind had died down, the rain had died down. I got the kayak back under control. After that, I was hugging the shore. As time went on, the winds died down, the rain died down, the sun came out, and things started looking really nice. When I got to the first portage, I met a guy, I think his name was Alex. He asked if we wanted to share carrying kayaks. He'd already carried through a load of his stuff, but I said, oh, my kayak is probably pretty heavy. And he said, oh, let's just carry it loaded, which we did. We carried my kayak through loaded and then ran back and picked up his. His, even with stuff out of it, was heavier than mine. Polterre is a beautiful lake, but it's still got the mosquitoes. So I found myself a camping spot. It's a 3-person spot, which is more than I'm supposed to use, but there's nobody else around, and it's, right now it's 9 at night. I don't think there'll be many people coming and looking for sites. You can hear a motorboat moving off in the distance. This really is a beautiful spot as I'm watching the sunset here. But I have to admit, it's also incredibly mosquito infested. I don't know if you can see all of them out there. I'm sitting inside of my tent right now just because I've got mosquito netting here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait for the sun to go down and see if the mosquitoes go away. So, life's pretty good again. Managed to outlast the mosquitoes. And the loons are giving us all sorts of entertainment. Just had supper. And got a little fire going here. We've got 3/4 of a moon, and the stars are out tonight. And the loons are going crazy. The day started out on Polterre. According to the map here, it was 14 kilometers or so from where my campsite was down to the end of Polterre. And then there's a beach that had been recommended by the woman at registration. It was a nice beach, but again, it was covered with bugs. Every once in a while, the wind off the lake, and then the bugs were kind of under control. So I had only been eating nuts on my way down the lake. When I got to the beach, I cooked myself breakfast, although it was probably 10 o'clock by then. Then the next phase was moving up a river, which is referred to as River des Rapids. Halfway through the river is a series of rapids, which involved a portage. I wasn't going to shoot them, so the portage was nothing major. And then you have to actually shoot over a beaver's dam, which is kind of cute. I wasn't quite certain how it would work or if there'd be sharp sticks, but everything worked fine. And then one more 80-meter portage. And then back to Lac Jean Paris. Lac Parry is where same lake that I started on. It seemed somehow cruel in that in the morning, when I've been going northwest, I've been fighting all the wind. And then when I'm headed south at the end of the day, I'm fighting wind again. Well, that's the way it is. I'm now about 6 kilometers from the landing. Right now, it's a little after 9 o'clock. I've set the alarm tomorrow morning for 5:30. I hope to get on the water by 6 and back to the launch area about 8. The mosquitoes are still out there swarming around the mosquito netting outside the tent. But last night, as soon as it got dark, they dispersed. So that should happen in the next 40 minutes. And then maybe I'll go outside and do a few things around the campsite.